Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time tuning in, my name is Chaka-er and we welcome you. Okay, let's just jump right into it. As the title says, we're talking about communication. We're talking about, is your throat chakra open to vocalize what you do and do not want during sex? I know for me in the beginning, I used to be very intimidated, very shy when it came to telling my partner if I like this, if I don't like this. I literally was letting them do what they wanted to do, what they thought would please me. And sometimes it did please me, but then you find in moments where they'll stop doing something, like right when you have to have an orgasm, or they're doing something that don't really feel good to you, when you just like, oh, okay, when it's gonna be over, you know. So I have become very, very more so vocal. My throat chakra is very open because one thing, I do work on my throat chakra, and I will do a video on what things to do to work in things to do and what I recommend to open up your throat chakra. But you really want to make sure your throat chakra is open, that you're able to vocalize confidently on what you do and do not want during sex, because you are the one receiving. You are the one who wants to be satisfied too. Like I always say, when you're going into having, so I always say, during sex, you want to make sure you are wanting, that you come in with a mindset of, I want to satisfy my partner. Because when you have that mindset, you really have a very more successful night, a very more satisfying night. Because if both persons have the mindset of, I want to satisfy my partner. Not saying that you shouldn't have that mindset, even if your partner don't have that mindset. Personally for me, if a person is not trying to satisfy me and they only just trying to drain their energy off of me, I would no longer continue to have sex with that person. That's just my personal opinion, and I do not recommend for you to continue to have sex with that person if their goal is only to drain their energy in you and not satisfy you and boost your energy. So that is not an equal sex exchange. It's pretty much you're being a dumpster. And I'm not trying to be rude or talk down on anyone, because I know sometimes, you know, things happen. I have been there. I have done it. I have been that person before, and I'm not going to say it felt good. I'm not going to say I felt totally horrible or too bad about it, but it's something that I am starting to recognize, and I will not move forward with that. After that time, it even been times where I was like, you know what, this is not for me, and I have literally stopped having sex in the middle of having sex, because I am very big on good energy exchange. And there's been times where I was like, okay, yeah, let's do it, and I'm thinking it's gonna be what I want, but it really wasn't, and I did not continue with it. And that's when I was being vocal. I was communicating what I didn't want. Did the person get upset? Did the person take it well? No. Some people be like, okay, or whatever, like, I get it, I understand, but I mean, I have had that. But then recently the person was very upset. They like stormed out and had a whole tantrum, which I get it, because you came here for something to be satisfied and it didn't go in your favor, so now you're upset. You know, I get it, but I did not feel comfortable moving forward. I did not feel good in the act as it was going on, and I did not want it. So I, once again, used my throat chakra and expressed how I was not ready, how I did not want this, how I thought I wanted this. I was very apologetic, but I was very serious. Like, I was very open, and I was very setting my boundaries for myself. So you want to be able to confidently set your boundaries for yourself. If you're not feeling something, vocally say, hey, I'm not feeling this, or can we do this, or I'm not ready for this. Like, don't be afraid. And I get that at times things can get very intimidating. You know, things can get very aggressive sometimes, especially if you're dealing with a dominant personality, a person who's not really used to getting told no, or I don't like this, who typically gets their way how they want it. they will probably react in a way that you don't want to react. But I say use your better judgment. I would not want you to be in an uncomfortable situation where it causes to be even more uncomfortable, and then it starts to mess with your safety. Safety is first. And then I would do a video on how to release energy. Like if you had sex with someone and they drain energy in you or put energy in you that you no longer want, I would show you guys, and I will do that very, very soon, on how to release that energy, release that from you, so you no longer have to carry that. Because it is true, you do a major energy exchange when you're having sex with someone. No matter if you're using protection or not, you can still have energy exchange, because your energy is not confined by a latex or whatever you may. No, it still is going to transfer to you. So use your very, very better judgment on when to say no, when to say stop, when it comes to your safety. If you don't know how to trust yourself and you don't know how to feel like in a better judgment, I would say meditate to be able to first open your throat chakra and to be able to trust your energy. Your energy will tell you when something is not right before something happens. You will have, sometimes you'll get, you know what I'm saying, confused, or you'll think this is one thing, it's not. But you would definitely need to trust yourself 100%. To be able to trust the energy, that the vibe, to be able to trust the vibe, like, okay, no, this is not for me, you know? And it's okay. It's okay to think that something is for you and it's not. It's okay to change your mind. And you always want to go into anything with consent. Y'all, if someone is not consenting to something that you're wanting to do, rather they don't say no, and you can see them, you can see when a person is feeling intimidated. You know, you can see it, and you know when you're trying to intimidate a person. If someone is not consenting to what you want to do not move forward. Do not make them feel uncomfortable, because you'll think you feel satisfied in the end because you're like, I still got what I want. No, you're not going to feel good about it, and you're going to continue to go on that cycle trying to force people to do something that they don't want to do, and then it's gonna mess with your ego, and then you're gonna mess with them as well. So everything needs to be consent, everything needs to be consensual. That's why I say communication is a big key. So let's go into communication when you're actually doing the act. Okay, so I was having sex and I told a person, I was like, no, go back to what you were doing, because that works for me. Or, you know, and I was very sexy and seductive with it in the action, you know. I was like breathy and I was talking, and they went back to doing what they doing, and they didn't let up, and the orgasm was amazing. Okay, and I come from a place where I get very passive. I feel very intimidated, and I get very shy. So I used to, my throat chakra was closed, y'all. Closed. So I did not speak up. I just let it happen how it happened, in hopes that it felt good to me. No, I'm starting to speak up way more than I used to, and I say, like, no, let's do this, or let's try this. Or if someone's being very aggressive, because, you know, sometimes people come with the mindset of what they used to do with someone previous before you, and that used to work for that person, but that necessarily don't work for you. But they still have like that mindset, like, I'm just bomb at this, I'm good at this, and I'm gonna do how I'm gonna do it, or whatever. But sometimes you have to actually teach and vocalize to a person on what you like or what you don't like. So like if someone is, let's just say for instance, just give you an example, aggressive like with their words and their touch, be vocal and say, I like it more gentle, talk to me softer, baby. You know, it's ways to say it where it doesn't ruin the vibe. Just be honest in what you're saying, but be soft and be gentle with it. Don't come off like super aggressive. Don't come off like you're doing too much. I mean, not saying do too much. Don't come out like super aggressive and change the mood of what's going on. But yeah, speak up. Just be like, softer, baby, or be gentle with me, baby, or I like it like this, or I like it like that. And you can just speak seductively and sexy and really get your point across and really get what you want at the end of the day and be satisfied. It's all about being satisfied when you're doing sexual energy exchange, because what's the point of doing it if you're not going to be satisfied, right? And I know that probably sounds contradicting, like, well, you say we should be satisfied, but you also say we should come with a mindset of satisfying the person. Okay, so this is what I mean by that. When you come with the mindset of satisfying that person, what happens when another person feel good from you? Eventually that energy exchange back to you where you feel good, right? I'm really big on what you put out there is what you receive back. Big on it. Heavily. I'm heavy on the be or do what you want in return. So I come with the mindset of satisfaction. I want to satisfy you because in return, I need my partner to want to satisfy me. And then that's when this becomes this and becomes that, you know, especially when everyone is coming unselfishly, being vocal about what they want and what they do want, and having a very good time. Honestly, having a very good time, feeling good, feeling great, consenting to what you want, and making magic, because sex is magic, sex is art. And the only way to create magic and the only way to create art is if everyone is one accord and everything is flowing, baby, flowing easily and effortlessly. So I bring out this video to say, come with your throat chakra open. Don't be afraid to speak up on what you want or what you don't want or what you like or don't like or what you want to try or what you maybe don't want to try, you know? Don't be afraid. Speak up. Say what you want. Say how you want it. Okay, guys. My video got interrupted. I kind of forgot where I was at. I don't want to go back. So I'm just going to start from here. Come ready to receive what your partner is getting ready to tell you. Like, don't get aggressive. Don't be mean. Don't feel like you're not good at what you do if your partner is expressing that they don't like something or they want to try something or anything like that, because that's not the case. It has nothing to do with you and everything to do with that person. They want to be satisfied. They want you to be satisfied also. So listen up. Be open and accepting to what's happening, because at that moment it takes a lot for a person to just be vocal and to express how they feel without being bashed for it, you know, whether it's in everyday life or even if it's especially in the bedroom, because no one wants to hurt their feelings. No one want to make them feel like they're not good enough for them. No one, especially someone that loves and care about you. So be open to them. Be open to them when they express how they feel, and be understanding and be ready to, you know, explore and change what they're saying. Like, don't never be closed off to learning and trying new things ever, especially in the bedroom, because what works for this person may not work for that person, and that's okay. If you genuinely want to satisfy your partner, if you genuinely want to have a great sexual experience, you will listen up with an open heart and an open mind and be like, okay, let me do this. Let's try this. All right, I hear you. Be ready to hear them. So, yeah, I just wanted to make this short video. I just wanted to make this video about communication because it's been heavily on my mind. It's something that it's something that I'm actively working on myself. Been open with my throat chakra, not being passive, not letting things just happen, and, you know, really fully enjoy my sexual experience. So if you found this video informational, if you found this video that you like it, hit the like button down below. Please subscribe to my channel so you won't miss any more videos. And also guys, if you like, please share my video. All right, as always, peace, love, sunflowers, y'all. So